Hey, hey, my feel good friend, and happy Thanksgiving, American Thanksgiving, that is. And if you happen to be listening to this episode on the day that I'm releasing it, which is this Thursday, if you're not, if you're listening to this later and on Thanksgiving, you were just, hanging with loved ones, eating a bunch of food, maybe going skiing if you live in Colorado or in the mountains, which is what I'm planning to do this Thursday. So excited. But whether you're listening to this as you're making your gravy this year or you're listening to it later, I am really, really excited to hop onto this mini-sode real quick to share with you about something that happens every frickin' year during this time of year. And I just really want to make sure that you understand why this is happening and that it does not mean anything about you and your business. Okay. My friend, I am talking about engagement rates dropping drastically during this time of year specifically. Okay. We are entering into the holiday season, and every freaking year from Thanksgiving through December, engagement rates drop across the board. Okay. So if you have been feeling lately like your engagement rates are going down a lot, firstly, there have been a lot of changes happening on Instagram's algorithm and a lot of social media algorithms in general. I was just chatting with my business coach about Pinterest and all the changes that they've been incorporating lately as well. Eye rolling over here. I know you can't see it, but you can feel it, right? So whenever shifts happen in the algorithms, whenever people make changes to the platforms themselves, usually engagement rates do drop because the algorithm is trying to figure out what the heck it needs to do to adjust for the changes. Okay, so if you've been feeling like your engagement rate has been dropping over the past few months, then that is why as well, my friend. But especially right now, if you've been feeling like, oh my gosh, I just posted and like no one is freaking liking it, no one is commenting, no one is seeing it. Do people hate me? What am I doing wrong? Do I need to change something? Do I need to sell my business and go move to a cabin in the woods? I just wrote an Instagram post about that this morning and I was giggling because I'm like, oh, that does kind of sound nice for like a holiday giveaway, right? But no, you do not need to make any changes, my friend. You are not doing anything wrong. You do not need to sell your business. It does not mean you're a failure if you have not been seeing as much engagement on Instagram or other social media platforms lately. It's normal, okay? Everyone is seeing a drop in engagement. It happens every freaking year. And yet, I'm bringing this up today because firstly, if you have been, like, if your engagement's been great, awesome. But I want to warn you, you will probably see a decrease in engagement through December. Okay. So this episode is merely to bring awareness to this phenomenon. It's not even really a phenomenon. I'll explain it in a second. But this thing that happens to every freaking person on the platform every year at this time. Okay. I'm bringing awareness to it. I'm warning you, if your engagement has been fine, amazing, but don't freak out when it starts to drop, or if it starts to drop, right? If it doesn't, then you're an anomaly and you're apparently a freak of Instagram nature. Okay, just kidding. But if you have already been seeing the Instagram engagement drop as well, that's totally normal. It's okay, my friend, and we're going to get through this. And I promise your engagement will come back as well. Okay. So the reason that Instagram engagement and just all social media engagement drops this time of year without fail, I know how it can feel, my friend. Believe me, I know how it can feel, but it's normal. So the reason that it drops without fail every time this time of year is because we are entering a holiday season of scramble, of busyness, right? No matter who you are, everyone in the world this time of year is busy traveling, gathering, celebrating, shopping, just being merry in general, or trying to survive. So many more brands are promoting this time of year and whatnot, right? And so we are all just super, super busy, and people are not scrolling on the platforms as often as they usually do because they actually are out there living their dang lives, right? But on the other hand, on the opposite side of that same coin, more people are posting on the platform, even though they're scrolling less. This is because they are sharing holiday photos and brands are showing up and promoting more so. More brands are posting, more people are posting. So there's more content on the platform and less people to consume it. So what happens is the algorithm has to spread its visibility way more thin than it normally does, especially this time of year, right? Because there's less people using the platform, but more content that it needs to show around the platform. So visibility goes way down right now, okay? So unfortunately, less people are going to be seeing your posts this time of year. And even if they do see your post right now, they probably don't have the brain power, the energy, the mental space to really consume it in the deep way that they would normally consume it and engage with your content, like it, leave a comment, share it, all those things, right? So, that said, my friend, when it comes to your drop in engagement, especially this time of year and or whenever the frickin' platform is making adjustments and changing the coding and changing the algorithm and all of those things, your drop in engagement is not your fault. You are not doing anything wrong. This is totally normal. And the reason that I'm really driving this home in today's minisode is because I know how much it can hurt your ego. And it feels like your soul, but it's your ego, my friend. It feels like, oh my gosh, like what the heck am I doing wrong? It's frustrating. It gives you anxiety. It makes you feel like you're not as likable, right? No matter what, I do a lot of daily work, my friend, trying to let go of my ego when it comes to Instagram. And believe me, I am all up Instagram's butt, okay? This is what I do for my job. And I do a lot of daily work trying to separate myself from my content, myself from my clients' content, myself from my audience on there. Even though this is my career, this is my job, you know what I mean? And still, with all the work, with all the knowledge, with all of the awareness that I have, knowing every single year this is going to happen, it feels like my soul still hurts. And I'm saying I would say my soul still hurts, but I had a mindset coaching call, I don't know, like a few weeks ago. And I said something about like, it hurts my soul. And Tanny was like, no, Kens, it's your ego. I know it feels like your soul, but it's your ego. Okay. So that's why I keep adjusting myself for this. But long story short, my friend, I know how much it can feel like, what the heck? Like it hurts, right? It's sad. It's frustrating. It's anxiety inducing, but it is normal. Okay. So even though I've reminded you that engagement drops right now have nothing to do with you and have nothing to do with your brand, I know that you might still feel a little twinge when you see it happening. And I just want you to remind yourself, no, it's fine. This is how it is. Kins told me it's going to be okay. My engagement's going to go up. This is happening to everyone across the board. No one hates me. Take a deep breath, remind yourself of that, and then just try to let it go, my friend. We cannot do anything about the engagement drop during this season. Believe me, so many people try. Maybe you could spend thousands and thousands of dollars on ads right now, but I would not recommend that either because ads are way more expensive than normal during the holiday season as well, right? And I don't think it's worth it for you. So the best thing we can do is to just realize this is happening, remind ourselves it's normal, and let that shit go and just go relax and enjoy your holidays, my friend. My last tip that I have for you when it comes to possibly boosting your engagement during this holiday season is to just remember what state people are in and try to share posts that are easy to consume, that are shareable, relatable. Quotes are awesome during this time of year. Anything that is just like people can consume it very quickly because they don't have a lot of time during this season. And anything that is relatable that people want to share with their friends and spread the joy and spread the love, that is what this season is all about. And so that is the type of content that I would recommend that you share during this time. Okay. All right, my friend, I'm going to let you go, but I hope that you enjoyed this holiday turkey It's not turkey-inspired minisode. But, this holiday-inspired minisode that I'm releasing on Turkey Day, if you are listening to this right now, on the day that I'm releasing it, as you are, making your cranberry sauce or filleting the turkey or whatever it is, I'm sending you lots of love. I'm sending you lots of I don't know, full belly vibes, I guess. I don't know. And also, just my gratitude to you for listening to this podcast every week. I love you so, so much, my friend. You are amazing, and do not forget it, okay? Sending you lots of love. I'll catch you next Tuesday. Thanks so much for listening, my friend. For show notes and a whole lot of other awesome freebies, visit feelgoodsocial.com. Simply go to feelgoodsocial.com for all the goods.